Alright, what's up, guys? I just wanted to say a quick thank you, man, for all the support on my last couple videos, man. On YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch. You guys have been absolutely insane, and I cannot possibly thank you guys enough. But I will try with this video right here, man. I want to show you guys how to block that 1-4-6 blitz that I went over in my last video. That absolutely screams no matter how many people you block, no matter which way you ID, no matter which way you slide. So I'll be going over that. I'll be going over a couple of different techniques to just blocking 1-4-6 in general, and any other blitz, really. So this video is mainly going to be on how to block 1-4-6, which is the current pass defense meta. And then in a future video, I will go over how to stop or how to counter like 3-4 bear or 3-4 odd, pinch bug 0, send 7 or 8. But for now, we will just be going over 1-4-6 because it is by far the most difficult blitz to block with these corners that just completely dumb out your running backs. And they're so fast, man. It's just so hard for your linemen to go ahead, drop back, and make a block on them. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this video right now, man. I'm going to go ahead and set up this blitz, man. If you guys don't already know how to set it up from my last video, I'll quickly go over it again. We're in DB sting right now at 1-4-6. We're going to audible to cover 2 sync. Then we're going to press. Then we're going to contain and then pass commit. So you pass commit by going LB and up on the right stick, dragging Williams into the side right here so that he's in this contain. And then we're going to go ahead, click onto Burks here, man him up on the running back, and then we're just going to push. Just push up on the left stick so he comes out of the gap, and then click off so he steps back normally. This is what the player art looks like. I've had a couple of people say, hey, K-Mac, this is not working for me, man. My corners are running across the screen when I audible from DB sting to cover 2 sync. And if you want to, guys, go ahead and avoid that, make sure you guys turn off your auto flip. If you have auto flip on, I always turn that off. I don't personally play with auto flip. In some scenarios it does help, but in most scenarios, especially ones like this where we're running 1-4-6, it doesn't help at all. You can turn it off in your main menu settings, or you can turn it off on your play call menu under coach adjustments. With that being said, let's go ahead and run this blitz, man. We're going to block 6. We're going to block our running back, kind of as I demonstrated in that last blitz video. And so we have 6 against 4. We have a running back blocked on the side of the blitzing corner, which normally would block this 1-4-6 blitz, but with our new 1-4-6 setup, our running back is going to completely dumb out. As you can see right here, he saw some cute girl on the right side of the screen, man, in row number 7. He's just not paying attention at all, and the corner runs right by him and absolutely screams at us. Now, Wilson has agile extender, so he broke that sack right there, but normally you're going to get sacked. And possibly sack fumble as well. Those are super common in this game. So we want to devise a new way to go ahead and block this blitz. Now the first way is going to be pretty similar to the way we blocked out of the previous video, man, where I showed you guys how to use the double team and ID mechanic. Let's go ahead and set up the blitz again, just real quickly. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to block our running back, and then we're going to send 4 out. But this time we're going to use that double team mechanic that I showed you guys earlier. Double team the end and ID this guy. Okay, so now that we have that, we click onto our running back. I love to click onto my running back because sometimes if you don't click onto him, he will dumb out. So I just like to click onto him, stay on there when I snap the ball. That way he just kind of sticks to his assignment. I don't really know why that helps. It just does. So, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Let's go ahead and snap the ball, see what it looks like now. As you can see right there, now he picks him up, and then we have all day to pretty much just roll around and do whatever we want in the pocket. So that is the first and most effective way to blitz it. Now, if you're playing somebody good and somebody is noticing, hey, man, this dude is starting to pick up my blitz, and he's doing it by doing the double team feature. Now, you can kind of tell if your opponent is double teaming because, they get those animations in the pocket where, like, they do the arm motions or whatever. It depends on the quarterback what the animation is. But if you're paying attention, you can definitely pick up on those tells on defense. So if your opponent's smart, what they might do is they might send 5 or they might send 6 or even 7 if they notice you're double teaming, causing a guy to come completely free. So we're going to do one little caveat besides that double team mechanic, and we're going to go ahead and put our tight end on a delay fade. Let's go ahead, set up the blitz real quick, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Okay, so we got the blitz set up. As you can see, you can set it up so quick, man. It takes me like 2 seconds. If you're, if it takes you a little while now, just keep practicing with it, man, and you'll get it in absolutely no time. Let's go ahead, block our running back. This time we're going to put our tight end on a delay fade. As you can see right there, he's on a delay fade, which means he's going to initially block, and then after the play is in motion, we can go ahead, hold A to release him from his block, and then he'll run a streak up the field. And it's super, super handy because as a play progresses, your opponent's user is going to typically drift up the field towards the routes that are developing or towards routes that are breaking over the middle of the field, causing the lower part of the middle of the field to be completely wide open as these zones just kind of drift backwards. And that's where the delay fade is just super lethal, man. You can get anywhere between 5 to 25 yards. It's a great safety outlet. Not only is it a great route, but it just provides so much more security in the pocket, because if you don't really know how many your opponent is blitzing, especially in a formation like 1-4-6, where they have so many people in the box right here, so many different blitzing threats, if you're not sure how many they are blitzing, putting a delay fade is the safest possible thing you can do, because you still have a receiving threat, but you're also going to protect yourself against any blitzes that you might not suspect. So let's go ahead, show you guys what this looks like. Let's go get ahead and double team an ID again, and then we have our delay fade this time. So as you can see, he's one-on-one. We release him, throw it, rack it, try to go for a truck animation. We get a nice, 8 to 9 yard gain right there. Now, that's a little sketchy right there, because if you notice, he is one-on-one with a cornerback on the side. So if we do release him, that means the corner is going to come absolutely free. So you just have to be attentive to that, man. You have to be very quick with it. And sometimes it's not worth it to release him. If you see that one-on-one with the corner, you might want to go ahead and take off with Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes if you're using an escape artist. If not, go ahead, release him, hit that throw right away just so you don't get sacked. And like I said, just be careful, because you can get pressure inaccurate, causing you to throw, duck over the middle of the field. It's just an unfortunate mechanic in this game, but it's something that can definitely happen. So make sure you do take note of that. All right, guys, so for the second technique to block the 1-4-6 blitz, we're going to be going over the flip mechanic. Now, a lot of people don't use this the way it can be used. A lot of people will just use it because, oh, man, I wanted to run this to the wide side. I didn't mean to call it to the side. But you can actually use it tactically to gain an advantage over the defense. Let's go ahead, jump into that, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So let's go ahead and set up the blitz again, drag this guy in, and then push this guy to the gap. Now, if you see this, you're like, okay, man, this guy's blitzing off the left side. I saw my opponent dragging his corner. I saw him take that linebacker to the gap. I know he's blitzing off that side. I don't really want to double team this side, because maybe he might send an overload from the right, causing people to come free. So let's go ahead and use a different mechanic. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, get our routes actually ready right off the bat. And we're going to go ahead, put A on a delay fade, and then we're going to flip the play. So by the time they see this, your opponent's already scrambling, like, oh no, man, this blitz is not gonna come in now. I have to run it to the running back side, and boom, there we go. We're already good, man. Our routes are already ready. We have anything we want on the field. Plus, against a formation like bunch, your opponent's gonna be making far different adjustments on the right side of the field compared to the left, because there are so many different receiving threats on the right, on the bunch side. So not only are we gaining an advantage by blocking the blitz, we're also gaining an advantage by making your opponents have the wrong adjustments out there, not getting set up in time, possibly catching them on the D-line or something like that. That's why the flip is great, man. You can even hit him with the double flip. Please don't do that if you play me online, man. That's going to drive me crazy. But if you just flip once, man, that can come in super handy. It's a nice little thing to maybe not do every play, but it's a nice thing to mix in every now and then, catch your opponent off guard, and may potentially get a huge play. So let's go ahead and show you guys that again. Now, the tight end on the line or just off the line is going to pick up that corner every time. The only way this 1-4-6 blitz really works is against a solo side running back, and that's why it's so great to go ahead and flip. I just put my routes already ready. So let's say I wanted to run something like this, right? So we have an in route coming from the solo guy, we have a wheel, we have a delay fade, and then a running back route. If we wanted to run that to the other side and we're anticipating a flip, what we can do is go ahead, put more on an in route, and then Metcalf on a streak. So when we flip, it's exactly the way it was on the other side of the field, and we're ready to go ahead, snap the ball. We have our delay fade. Oh, I accidentally did not set up the blitz that time, so I sent everybody on accident. But as you can see right there, by making our hot routes before we flip, we can have them already ready by the time that we do. So we can go ahead, quick snap our opponent while they're still making adjustments, get that advantage over their adjustments, over their user. They're probably switching users. They're probably dragging people in. Easy to get them clicked on. And like I said, get a big play. So that's a great technique for blocking that 1-4-6 blitz as well. And then I'm going to go over one more quick tip, how to block the 1-4-6 blitz. All right, so for the last technique, we're going to show you guys how to block the 1-4-6. We're going to go over how to block the 7-man blitz. As you can see right here on defense, we have it all set up. For some reason it's showing wrong. There we go. Now we're sending 7 out of the 1-4-6. This is super difficult to pick up because not only is there one corner coming off the edge, but there's 2 corners, one coming from each side, and it can be really, really difficult to block, man. A lot of the times your tight end or your running back will just completely dumb out. So this is my favorite technique for blocking this. What I'm going to go ahead and do is, again, use this delay fade technique. That way we have our 3 routes, and then we have 4 potentially if we wanted to release him later in the play. So we're going to go ahead, put Hollister on that delay fade, and then what we're going to do is we're going to slide towards the tight end side. So we're going to slide right, LB, and then right on the right stick, slide right, and then ID this guy over here on the left, and then we're going to click onto a running back like I said earlier in the video so he doesn't dumb out, snap the ball. As you can see right here, we get absolutely perfect blocking, man. That's my favorite technique for picking up the 1-4-6 blitz. Now there's another way if you don't want to sit in the pocket, because you know the blocking is not super consistent in this game, especially against 7-man. A lot of it depends on which way your opponent's crashing, depends on what players they have, depends if they're hovering in gap, which gap they're hovering in. So there's a lot of variables, man. It's super difficult to go ahead and pick up send 7 consistently on every play. Well, that works a lot of the time. A lot of the times your players can just completely dumb out, causing somebody to come free. So my most effective technique, like I showed in that last video where I went over how to use a double team and ID, is just get out of the pocket, man. It's super safe out of the pocket. You're way less likely to fumble 6. So we can go ahead, put our guy in a delay fade again, and then use that double team mechanic that I went over the last time. Double team this end over here on the left, and then ID this guy. Click on our running back again. He chop blocks, and we're out of here, man. And then we can either take off or hit RB, whatever we wanted to do. That's 2 techniques for blocking that send 7. You can either sit in the pocket, stand tall by using that ID and slide feature, or you can go ahead, get out of the pocket, get on the run, try to bomb them deep, try to get a huge run with your quarterback by using the double team and ID. So those are 3 great ways to block the 1-4-6 blitz, man. There are a couple different ways. I will be going over in my next video how to pick up the 3-4 odd, and then we're going to go ahead and go over some more techniques like audibling down and stuff like that in future videos. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, man. If you guys are struggling against 1-4-6, hopefully this video helps you. And again, thank you guys so much for the support.